everyone. It's Cynthia Toussaint and Zanzibar Stone Garrett here at Women in Pain Nation with the thought of the day. And my thought is not cats, although it's kind of hard not to think about cats right now. Oh, did you notice the prop? Well, actually, he's my emotional support kitty. I'm thinking about sleep, or I should say lack thereof sleep, for those of us women in pain. Gosh, I have had so much difficulty sleeping since I got pain 43 plus years ago for a number of different reasons. And the reason I really thought about this was I was sick last week, and it was such a blessing. I had like a sinus infection, something, or maybe an allergy, I don't know, but it was pretty bad. But I slept so well. And 2 nights ago, I started sleeping really poorly again. And I thought, oh, that's right, I'm well. So, okay, is my emotional support kitty want to get down? Okay. So, and he sleeps all the time. He and his sister sleep all the time. But there have been so many reasons that I have had trouble getting a good night of sleep, forever. The first being, of course, chronic pain. You all get it. The pain, kept me up for, oh gosh, probably the first 10 years. And even when I would be having my dreams, or I should maybe say nightmares, the pain would always be in them, so it never left. Then after that, I got chronic fatigues. I got fibromyalgia, FM, chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, ME. Honestly, well, this is true. So for 19 plus years, I, except for maybe once a week, did not get a restorative night of sleep. And so my life turned from hiding the pain with everybody to hiding the pain and more hiding the fatigue. Always the fatigue. How would I make it through another day, at work? How would anyone think that I could possibly do this job, or they should rely on me, to be the spokesperson or whatever I was doing. And then after going through chemotherapy, that got better. And I thought, it didn't cure me of FM, CFS, but it made it so much better. It was, I wouldn't advise anybody poison themselves to be cured, but maybe. I mean, it was just so much better. But I'd still say once every maybe month I'd have an FM night. I always call them my FM nights, where I'd wake up after sleep and waking up every hour, and then I'd wake up in the morning and feel like I'd been through a war. So that got better. And then just last year was the worst year of my life, and the stress goes on and on and on, and the loss and the betrayal trauma, and I've developed insomnia, just good old fashioned. I never knew I could have insomnia. I just can't fall asleep at night. I'm always thinking, I get really upset. Anything can trigger me. I'm like, I'm not gonna sleep tonight, and generally I don't. And then, or I fall asleep, and I'm doing everything right. I get in bed around 8:30 or 9. I give one of my kitties, the other one, a massage. She loves it at night. I turn my phone over, no screens. I turn on NPR, but if it's political, I turn it off because that's upsetting. And I can't fall asleep. Or I wake up, at 2 or 4 or whatever time, and I stay up. And I'm not a napper. I've never been able to nap unless I'm really, really sick. So for today, I had to get up early to do something, and I almost went back. I could have gone back to sleep this morning, but I went and I did it. But now I'm like going to be miserable all day, and it's Sunday. So it's just, what do we do? How can we win? I'm just so tired of being tired. So, it's been a long time. So anyway, and when I do sleep, I just feel like a totally different person. I have so much energy. I'm a really energetic person. People can't believe I don't sleep well because I have so much energy anyway, but it's with the eyes hurting and just being exhausted. And also since chemotherapy, I kind of slump a little bit and have to remind myself the ballerina posture, which is hard to do when I'm this tired. Anyway, I'm wondering in the comment section below if you can share with me, do you sleep with chronic pain? If you don't, why don't you sleep? And what do you do that helps? I could use any tips, and I'm sure everyone in the community can. So, Cynthia Toussaint, Women in Pain Nation, sending love and thoughts of restorative Z's. That wasn't easy, restorative Z's, or whatever. Just good sleep. And we'll talk really soon. Okay, love to everybody. Bye for now. Zanzibar, where are you?